Many of you probably saw the controversy that exploded earlier this month after the alleged Diddy-related tape involving Daphne Joy started making the rounds online, and it instantly became one of the internet's biggest talking points. Instead of disappearing from the spotlight, she took a completely different approach and tried to control the narrative in a way that honestly caught a lot of people off guard. Say what you want, but it's rare to see someone bounce back from a scandal like that and actually flip the attention into opportunity, and that's exactly what seemed to happen here. Rather than hiding from the backlash, she leaned directly into the conversation and made sure people kept talking about her. Because of that decision, interview requests started pouring in from every direction. She appeared on shows hosted by Cam Newton, Adam22, and later sat down with academics. After that interview, academics openly complimented her feminine energy and the way she carried herself throughout the conversation. If you watch the interview closely, you probably noticed the soft-spoken tone, the playful hair flips, and the calm demeanor that many viewers immediately picked up on. So despite all the controversy surrounding her name, she not only managed to land appearances on several major podcasts, but she also ended up going on a date with academics, proving just how unpredictable this entire situation became.
I pulled out. I'm not even playing with y'all. I'm gangster. That shit, nigga. Oh, for the dinner? Nigga, the dinner cost me $3,000. Was it $3,000 or $4,000 for me? We didn't even eat. We just filmed the.
So the two eventually went out on a date, and from what's been reported, the evening ended up costing somewhere around $4,000. As you can imagine, that immediately got people talking, and social media wasted no time weighing in with opinions from every angle. The criticism started pouring in fast, with plenty of people questioning the situation and sharing exactly what they thought about it.
If Meg Thee Stallion is a 304, then so is Daphne Joy. The fact that she's your preference doesn't change the rule.
One woman responded by saying, "So you called Meg Thee Stallion that, but this is supposedly your preference. And if you've been following academics, then you already know he has a long history of going back and forth with Meg Thee Stallion." That comment opened up a much bigger conversation, and trust me, this is where things start getting interesting. I also want to give credit to a TikTok creator named Sassy Reviews because she pointed out something that a lot of people completely overlooked. She made some compelling comparisons between the way Diddy allegedly treated Daphne Joy and how he treated Young Miami, and the similarities sparked plenty of discussion online. So with that in mind, take a listen to what she had to say.
It's not the Young Miamis. Maybe for certain demographics, that's the Young Miamis, but they're not the ones that they're going to get more by not saying, "Where am I scamming at?" No. That's for the...
So again, I'm confused. Like, Young Miami is not the top. Young Miami was getting a half a ticket out of Diddy on a shopping spree, and he wouldn't even cover Daphne's full rent for the month. Young Miami was at Met Gala. He gave her a whole show on his network. Daphne was doing SW in the hotel, so I'm confused by his whole analysis.
So when you look at the comparison, it's clear that Diddy appeared to offer Young Miami far more public opportunities throughout their relationship. She attended the Met Gala, landed her own show on Revolt, and seemed to benefit from several high-profile doors being opened for her. That's why some people point to this situation when discussing academics' comments about what he believes Diddy's type was, with Daphne Joy often being used as the example. But if we're being fair, that argument doesn't really hold up after everything that's been discussed. Simply being Asian or presenting yourself in a traditionally feminine way doesn't automatically make someone everyone's preference, and that's an important distinction to make. At the same time, this situation also shows that black women are absolutely considered desirable and are clearly the preference for plenty of people. That's a reality that often gets ignored whenever these conversations start circulating online. However, for many black men, the discussion around dating preferences is still a much bigger debate that continues to spark strong opinions.
Nacho Young Tig, how you what?
Hating on act. My boy got the link up with Daphne Joy.
Yeah.
They paid
Did they do an
$4
interview?
dinner. He interviewed her already.
That's what you want to call it?
They went on a dinner date though.
Oh, they went on a date. Wow.
How much was the dinner date?
He said it was $4 bands.
Ain't enough calamari in the world.
You've probably seen former NBA players and other public figures reacting like, man, academics really got a chance to take Daphne Joy out. And that's where this conversation takes a more interesting turn. Before people start making sweeping conclusions, let's be clear about one thing. Black men don't all have the same preferences, and reducing it to one stereotype completely misses the bigger picture. We've seen celebrities like Klay Thompson linked to Meg Thee Stallion, and we've also seen Day publicly elevate Young Miami by giving her major opportunities, so clearly there isn't just one mold. But when you step back and look at the overall pattern, something else starts to stand out. Daphne Joy has been connected to successful names like Jason Derulo and 50 Cent, yet she continues finding new opportunities, including more podcast appearances and high-profile attention. Meanwhile, some people point out that others with even bigger names don't always seem to receive the same steady stream of invitations or public interest. That doesn't automatically make it a conversation about race, because attraction and long-term dating choices are usually far more complicated than appearance alone. A lot of successful men seem to prioritize personality, chemistry, and how someone carries themselves just as much as physical looks. The speaker even shares a personal perspective, explaining that after traveling internationally, he found himself paying closer attention to feminine energy rather than simply focusing on someone's appearance. He admits that spending time in places like Poland changed the way he viewed relationships, even though he never expected it to. At the same time, he says he still appreciates the culture he grew up in, but now believes maturity and demeanor matter much more than they once did. From his point of view, many high-profile men eventually stop chasing excitement and start looking for qualities that bring stability and peace. He also argues that wealthy celebrities rarely date complete outsiders because their lifestyles are so different, making relationships with people already familiar with fame feel easier to manage. Using Daphne Joy as an example, he suggests that despite the criticism she receives, she doesn't seem to create the kind of public relationship drama that many celebrities try to avoid. His message is that people often misunderstand why certain women continue attracting attention, because they focus only on looks instead of behavior and personality. He claims that many men believe confidence mixed with subtlety is more attractive than being overly direct. According to him, building attraction gradually creates more mystery and keeps people's interest much longer. He contrasts that with what he sees as a culture of oversharing and being too forward, arguing that subtle flirting often leaves a stronger impression. Whether viewers agree or not, that's the central point he's trying to make about why someone like Daphne Joy continues drawing attention, despite the controversy surrounding her name. He finishes by arguing that many men already assume dating comes with baggage, regardless of who they're talking to. So what often separates one person from another is how they present themselves and the energy they bring into a relationship. In his opinion, if more women focused on confidence, femininity, and letting attraction develop naturally instead of rushing everything, they would likely have even greater success in the dating world. He closes by saying that many black men still deeply value black women and would happily commit to someone who embodies those qualities, insisting that real relationship preferences are far more complex than simply judging someone by race or physical appearance.